The thing people don't understand is that the fate of the American hegemon and the British and Western hegemon is clear. So long as you don't perceive what's going on nationalistically, because then you'll think it's all about America, it's all about Britain, it's all about Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, Canada. Now, why do I mention all the English speaking countries? Because if you get out of your nationalistic framework and Google something like cost of living, any of those countries, you will see suddenly an eruption of videos polemicizing the impossibility of living in this culture. It's the explanation for all this is spiritual, and it's not something to speculate about or to theorize about or to construct ideas and formula an idea about. It's something to see and understand. Why would the English speaking countries be connected in this web of dysfunction and collapse right now? Which there are. Well, the Eastern tradition call it karma, and the Western tradition call it consequences. Either way is fine. It's the consequences of our actions, the karma, if you like, but the biggest karma is really resting on the fact that we tell our children what they should be. Why? They are what they are. Then how can they be other than they are? Imagine telling any animal of nature you should be something other than you are. Obviously, it'd be hard to tell them because they don't speak. Well, do you see what I mean? It's insanity. So when a child has acquired language and is told they should be something other than they are, then that divides their whole consciousness between what they should be and what they are. And what they should be, which is parent society, has come to dominate everything else. What I am is irrelevant because the truth is irrelevant. And you're the truth, you're the fact, you're the actual. So when Donald Trump and Nigel Farage and all these cunts drift from truth, they're drifting from everything you are and everything you love. That's pathology, mate. But look, you will get sucked into it and die in it if you don't understand one thing. You got to be a light unto yourself. No experts, no authorities, no advice. None. Cut it all out now. And then you'll discover how you really feel and what you really are. On that basis, you can go forward. Any conformity or strategies directed at the social milieu is true insanity. I watch a lot of the catastrophic posts from Americans. I just empathize so much. I mean, that's the best YouTube for me. Watching people be really honest about what is. And my God, have Americans been doing that on YouTube incessantly? They've been telling us really what's going on a human level, which is the fundamental level. I know that politicians reduce society to an economy, but that's that's social conditioning and delusion, right? America has been captured by a cabal of economic, social, cultural, political vampires. They pillage you for everything you have. They extract, extract, extract. They their method of expanding their extraction is by creating more things that you need to buy. It's not just inflation. Inflation is one thing, and the American government can talk about, oh yeah, it's only 3%. But the introduction of additional expenditures into life is another factor, completely separate factor that isn't counted by economists. Look, cunts, when Mother Nature Mother Nature doesn't need to go to a fucking hospital, mate. Have you ever seen a free animal of nature be unhealthy? Have you? Have you ever seen a young child who hasn't already been abused or destroyed? Have you ever seen them be not healthy, not perfect, not really a model for us to emulate? Because they're sensitive, they're emotional, they're intelligent, they're in the now, they're perfect. What makes a perfect child of nature become a socially conditioned production line human being like you and me? Well, not saying you and me really, but being polite, right? What makes that? The parental negation is the start. You should be something else. Not because they're horrible people, because they've been conditioned by this horrible society, which is dominated by vampires, including the fucking experts who tell you they know and you don't, including all the philosophers, all the scientists, all the astrophysicists, all the geophysicists, all the biologists, all the fucking physicists, everyone. It's a grift. Because life is one whole. It's not a bunch of specialisms. And you are the fucking life. You can become super intelligent if you understand this. And if you don't, your brain's as good as fucking chopped liver, mate.